Liverpool 2, Everton 2. What a game of football we had in the 237th Merseyside derby where Everton have not won since 2010. They hosted the game at Goodison Park and it was another draw. I think the last 3 to 4 derbies hosted by Everton have been draws. Before they were like nil-nil draws. But at least today we had some games. But this was one controversial match, and I'm going to say this right off the bat. Liverpool deserved to win this game. Everton, you didn't show up at all. The Everton that we saw in the first 4 Premier League matches of the season failed to show up. They had glimpses of their brilliance, but they didn't show up. They were outplayed by Liverpool, who will be kicking themselves as well for not taking their numerous chances. But they have to blame VAR. Definitely. You got to blame VAR. You got to blame VAR for that because there were VAR blunders in that game. Nobody can say that the Liverpool fans or the players or Klopp are like making excuses today. They were legit. They were legit fuck-ups from VAR. Definitely. Legit. As legit as they get. First of all, Pickford should have been sent off. Let me not distract you. Let me not distract you with this. First of all, Jordan Pickford should have been sent off for that tackle on Virgil van Dijk. Come on, you know what I mean? Regardless to if you were checking whether it was offside or not or whatever, the tackle happened while the ball was live, while everything was live, and he should have got sent off on review. Maybe not right away, but when VAR looked at it, it should have been sent. He should have been sent off. But the thing is, they checked for offside. They checked for offside or they didn't check for the red card. Basically, they said check over before they check for the red card. So that's how that one slipped through the cracks. And in result, Virgil van Dijk picked up a horrible injury. We don't know the extent of that injury or how long he would be out for, but he was taken out of the game immediately, and this could spell potential trouble for Liverpool FC. So Everton 2, Liverpool 2. Michael Keane scored for Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. Richarlison was sent off. Mane and Salah scored the goals for Liverpool. If you want live reactions when these things happen, guys, check the channel. I reacted to all of these big events during the game. It's called My Initial Reaction. It's something that I started doing back in November last year, and it's, you know, it's a nice little segment that I do on the channel. So go check out those videos for the real, raw, live emotion and reaction as soon as those things happen. But look, man, Liverpool should have won the game. I wrote down a whole lot of notes here, but I don't even think I'm going to need my notes, man. Seriously. 4 changes. Matip came in for Gomez. Gomez got dropped after the 7-2 drubbing against Aston Villa. Then you had Henderson, Mane, and Thiago all coming in for Wijnaldum, Keita, and Diego Jota, who all dropped to the bench. And Liverpool almost pulled it off. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of hoodoo playing Everton at Goodison Park lately. They just can't win. They just can't win, and Everton just can't win either. But Liverpool should have won this game. They should have won this game. Early goal from Sadio Mane. Really good build-up play. Sadio Mane heading the ball over to Robertson, and he ended up squaring it to Mane. Really good right-footed shot, opening up his body to beat Jordan Pickford. And Pickford should have got sent off, as I said. He pulled off a lot of big saves on the day, and it was a mixed bag for Pickford on the day. The goal in the end there that was disallowed by VAR, he should have saved that. Then he pulled off a couple big saves from a few Trent Alexander-Arnold shots, a Salah shot, it was just a weird game. It was just a weird game for Jordan Pickford. But he kept his team in the match. You can't blame Pickford. You have to blame VAR for the blunder. Definitely got to blame VAR for the blunder here. But Michael Keane equalized in the 19th minute there. Brilliant ball in from a corner from James Rodriguez. After a Dominic Calvert-Lewis shot was saved by Adrian, went out for the corner. Bam. Goal. Michael Keane towering ahead, above Liverpool defenders there. Maybe if Van Dijk was on the field, he would have, defended that one. Who knows? Who knows? You could all look back in hindsight and say these things. But that was an equalizer there for Everton. And I don't think Everton threatened enough. If they had more corners, more free kicks, it could have been a different game. But they were very standoffish against Liverpool, in my opinion. They weren't direct. They were more pedestrian in their approach. And Liverpool were pressing very well. Liverpool bossed the majority of this game and should have won the game. They should have won the game. So after after Michael Keane equalized there, the game was 1-1 up until the 72nd minute when Mo Salah took Liverpool ahead after a poor clearance by Yerry Mina. Salah with another goal, his 100th goal for Liverpool as well. So round of applause to Mo Salah there. Round of applause to Mo Salah getting on the score sheet like Sadio Mane. But then, guys, 9 minutes later, Liverpool conceded another goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold, you have to take some blame here because you weren't tracking Luca Digne, who actually crossed that ball in for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to head past Adrian. That was a great goal. Adrian did not do too bad in the game, in my opinion. He could have, the corner I think was, the Michael Keane goal was savable. Maybe the reaction time wasn't enough for him to actually save that ball, but he did get a hand to it, so maybe he could have saved it. But at 2-2, Liverpool should have never allowed Everton to get back into the game, by the way. Never. Never. Richarlison, who got sent off in the 90th minute, did hit the post, but that was a horrible tackle, man. That was a horrible tackle on Thiago Alcantara. I look down to write something down, and I look up and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? That was a leg-breaking tackle, and he deserved to get sent off. He'd probably be out for 3 matches. And the biggest moment in the game, guys, Jordan Henderson puts Liverpool ahead late in the match. Pickford failed to save, ball goes over the line. And then Sadio Mane, I think he was the one who squared the ball in for Henderson, if I'm not mistaken. It all happened so fast. VAR deemed it an offside. And while I was reacting to that goal, I said, this looks offside, This looks offside. And I know when these things happen and a lot of people are looking at me reacting, they're probably saying, damn, he wants Liverpool to actually drop points or to actually not win. Of course, as a City fan, I would want that, but as someone watching the game, I'm being fair. Liverpool deserved to win the game. That was a bit too close, and it should have been given the benefit of the doubt for Sadio Mane being onside and Liverpool picking up the winning goal. I don't know why these people choose to be out here mowing lawns and I'm making my video. I really don't understand it. I absolutely hate when they do that. I absolutely hate it. They know I'm making a video, but they come here mowing their lawns with their loud, noisy ass lawnmowers. I hate it. I hate it. Seriously. Maybe since I took off the glasses, the noise came. Let me put on back the glasses and see if the noise would actually go away. Let me see. Let me just try that trick. But Everton, they were outplayed on the day, in my opinion, and got very, very, very lucky to pick up a point. They stayed on top of the league. They stay on top of the league. It's crazy, right? Everton are on top of the league. Do you guys believe that? Could they actually win the league? I don't know. That might be a stupid question to ask 5 games in, but they have 13 points. 3 points ahead of their rival Liverpool. You know what I mean? But this thing is getting really annoying, But anyways, it's not important. Liverpool drop more points. That's another talking point. Liverpool drop more points. Not good at all. Not good. Not good. And that's why I'm going to address this situation right now. I told Liverpool fans like Ryan LFC, stop celebrating when City drop points. Liverpool have now dropped 5 points in 2 games. You see that? Come on, I told you. It's not necessary. It's definitely not necessary to be celebrating when, City drop points, because it could happen to you. It could happen to you, and it definitely did. So, it was a good game. It was a very, very entertaining game. Very entertaining game. And, well, Liverpool actually deserved to win the damn thing. I'm going to keep saying that because they did deserve to win the game. This is not a fair. This is, from what we saw in the game, this was not a fair result. It wasn't a fair result at all. It wasn't a fair result. So Everton, they had 11 shots on goal, 5 on target, compared to Liverpool's 22 shots, 8 on target. I told you guys, Liverpool should have scored more goals. They should have taken their opportunity, but VAR did deny them. VAR did, VAR just screwed Liverpool basically, and they ended up dropping points, but they should have taken their numerous chances. I'm going to stick to that. They should have taken their chances. Seriously. 22 shots at goal, 8 on target. You scored 2. Should have won the game. Should have scored more goals. What do you think, guys? Am I being too harsh? Or I'm talking facts here? I think I'm talking facts. Seriously. But Carlo Ancelotti must be smiling, yes, for that drop, because he looked very worried on the touchline when Everton went behind, and, Henderson ended up saying that they deserved to win the game, and it was pretty freaking harsh of VAR to actually deny them of that goal. And I believe so too. So for lineups here, in terms of my analysis of how each player performed, Adrian, I think he had a better game than he did against Aston Villa. Conceded 2 goals. The first one, he could have done better. The second one, he maybe positioning, but that was pretty difficult to freaking save. Calvert-Lewin, but maybe he should have positioned himself better, because they say the forwards, they usually head the ball back where it came from. So if you use that logic, you go more towards your right, Adrian, and you would have saved that ball. But I think he was big. He pulled off a few big saves, one late as well. So look. You can't be too harsh on Adrian at all. Alexander-Arnold, I think, had a poor game. His deliveries wasn't good enough. His free kicks, one of them did test Pickford, but overall wasn't good enough. Matip, I think, had a great game. Seeing that Van Dijk wasn't on the field, Matip did very well. Gomez, so-so. Van Dijk, hard luck to him. Hopefully he recovers fast. Robertson, I think, worked hard, but he could have done a lot better. Thiago Alcantara was exquisite under his passes, sublime. Fabinho, just okay in my opinion. He worked hard, but just okay. Could have done better. Henderson, great game by Henderson as well. Salah, pedestrian for most of the game, but popped up with the important goal. Firmino, you gotta score, man. You gotta score. And Mane, another solid game from Mane, popping up with the goal again. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 7 goals in the league. Amazing stuff by the England international. Scored on debut as well. Amazing stuff. Could he win the Golden Boot this season? Maybe. James Rodriguez, sublime again for Everton. He could have done more, but it is what it is on the day. You can't basically, you can't do your thing every day. Richarlison, I think, had a poor game. He could have done better. Complained a lot. Cried and winced, and he's just a big baby sometimes. Got sent off there. Ill-disciplined, let's put it that way. Alan Doucouré, Gomez were all solid. And Digne, awesome player. Seamus Coleman had to go off injured. Yerry Mina, I think, had a mixed bag. 6s and 7s for him there. Michael Keane, solid game. Pickford, I already spoke about him. But guys, man, I gotta go, gotta run, catch the Chelsea game. Ain't much more to talk about here. Diego Jota, Wijnaldum, Gomez came on for Liverpool. They were all okay. Jota almost scored. You know, it was a weird game, man. It was a weird game. It's hard to analyze this game. Seriously, it was a weird game. We should have been actually analyzing a Liverpool win and not a draw. Everton, you got lucky, and it is what it is, man. Liverpool are in the Champions League, so they play Ajax next. And as for Everton, man, who cares, man? Who cares? Guys, that's my analysis right about now. Could Everton actually go on to win the league? Who knows? Will Liverpool successfully defend their title? Who knows? Right now, it's looking suspect. 5 points dropped back to back. Looking suspect. 9 goals conceded in 2 games is looking suspect. That's all I'm going to say. Klopp, you and your boys got work to do. Ancelotti and Everton are sitting pretty at the top. They would feel good about this draw.